Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Couple quick Oh, great. You're going to do it right now? Don't do it yet. All right, just know that I'm actually starting off in the red right now. You can see that down here. Sorry. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, I'm in. We're going to get more of a push up. I am in. There we go. Very nice, very nice. And now down 20 on that pop. All right. Okay. So yes, this is definitely very live, as you witnessed there. But I'm just going to start over. I'm trying my best to capture live trades. I did do that right there. But I am trading futures. And the one thing about futures is they're basically open around the clock. So the loss that you had seen here was from, I don't know, about 15 minutes previous, because the markets, like I said, open around the clock. So I was in the red and then taking that one, as you saw. I'm still slightly with commissions. I'm still going to be slightly in the red, but overall, just did a good job of getting that pretty much wiped away. I was watching that breakout, and of course, as soon as I started the video, that move happened. It came up through there, which is why I hesitated, got in. But overall, it did work out. I was thinking and wanting more of a kind of smoother move, and as you saw, it just wasn't quite going. So that's why I decided to just hop out. But even with that, I'm still, was a good solid trade, which almost brought me back to green. But overall, like I said, I'm trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below to a totally free 4-part series that walks through the futures market, how it all works. And then on top of that, I am trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? You can get all that information at the link that you see at the top of the screen. I'll also put in the description area. But in a nutshell, a prop firm is a way for you to risk very little of your money, but then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So if you want to learn more on that, then like I said, check out that link. So good. Well, we got one already. And I realize, again, this is truly live, and it's not some sort of voiceover. There's no editing, as you're probably seeing. But I guess I was a little slow to get the video started, and then it started to take off. But still captured the trade, and I got it all on video. So we'll see if we can get some more trades, but not quite back to the green yet, but definitely very close. Well, the rest of the story on that one, like I said, I want to see it more and get moving, and it was just kind of hesitating, not really getting any sort of fluid breakout. So I'm glad I got out where I did, because now you can see, yeah, it is completely rolled right back over. So feeling very, very good about that trade. Now, of course, had that exploded, I'd be sitting here complaining, I guess I wasn't patient enough. But I was definitely patient on it. I gave it plenty of time, and to give myself a little bit of credit, my instincts were right. It just, there was not actually any sort of genuine strength behind it, as it's now rolled right back over. All right, I'll pause. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start small here with some MNQs, and I can build bigger if needed. Let's see if it wants to come down again. Maybe I was too slow on it. Try to bite that green line down there. All right, I'll pause and I'll keep a close eye on it. Well, it started to come down, and I was thinking maybe it was going to drop to that green line, but now it's starting to bounce back up. But still give it a little bit of time here. Maybe build a short position. Really a question of, do I really think it's going to head up back over these highs? I'm going to cancel that order out now. All right, I'll pause. Have an order at that green line for a fill, and I am filled. See if we can get this thing to bounce up off there. So I'm back in the green. That dropped down a little bit more than what I wanted to see. So yeah, well, there is the bounce, but like I said, it pushed down a bit more than what I thought it would. So that put me on kind of a little turned me way more cautious than apparently I needed to be. Had it come down there and barely drop through, then yeah, I could. I'm not going to say I would have played it perfectly on that bounce there, but I would have been willing to play ball with it a little bit more. But um, yeah, that's just how it goes. But overall, I am now back up into the green on that one, so that's good. And at the end of the day, it's never fun to take losses, but if you just cut the loss, then you give yourself a chance to, just get back in the game, let your strategy kind of work out. And that's what happened here. So it's not easy. I'm not going to say taking losses is fun, but if there's one thing that hopefully you can kind of walk away from this video is just, yeah, I was red, and I can't remember. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but actually before I even took that, before I even started up the video, I was down a little over 1,000. Took a trade, then I was down, I think that's 780. I think that's what the number was when I first started the video. 780, 760, something like that. But overall point being is, yeah, it's not fun to take $1,000 loss, but that's way better than just letting things spin out of control and having it be multiple thousands of dollars. And then you have to trade that much harder, that much better to just get back to it. And think about it. I got back to it with basically not a bad trade. I made money, but a trade that didn't quite go as smoothly as I'd planned. And then even up here, you saw the first one, got the breakout, and there really wasn't any follow through. So even from that angle, it's not like I had to take massive world, amazing trades. No, I just, even without doing that, even kind of decent trades were still able to bring me back to the green. So that is the power of cutting losses. Before I go, though, I do want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online training that I'm offering. And so if you want, and more so if you're a beginner trader or a struggling trader, very, very confident this class will be able to offer you some good quality things to think about and consider and maybe rearrange within your approach. If you're a battle-hardened veteran that's got a strategy and all that sort of good stuff, maybe there's something in here for you, but my confidence level isn't nearly as high. But yes, if you are struggling or a beginner trader, then my confidence levels are quite high that you'll be able to get something from this class. So go to claytrader.com/live, or just check out the link in the description area to learn when the next live class is. So thanks for hanging out. Remember, manage that risk. And also, FYI, before I forget, I am live streaming, and I live stream Monday through Friday starting at 11 a.m. and I go for a few hours. So make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can be reminded of when I do indeed go live. But thanks to everybody for hanging out. And again, manage that risk.